What up, world? We back once again. Some boys in the basement. But without further ado, I'm Jared.
I'm Tony.
I'm Jordan.
Shout out to my bro E behind the camera. And live from the basement, this is
The Show.
Guys, how you been?
Good.
Shit.
Good.
Good. It's been hot as a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it's hot as hell down here right now.
Yeah, for real. Did you enjoy your 4th of July weekend last week?
Yeah. Got to see the fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Was it lit?
Yeah, on the 5th.
I wasn't feeling the 4th of July rain, though. That shit was whack.
I can't watch the grand finale.
You willing to elaborate why you can't do that?
I got fucking seizures, motherfucker. I'll be like, oh, grand finale. Everybody's taking photos.
It's the best part though, Jordan.
That's the grand finale.
That's not funny.
It was a little
That's
bit.
truth.
It's dark comedy.
I can say it, you can't say it.
Fellas, I'm not sure if you've been paying attention to the news or not, but they found cocaine in the White House.
Joe Biden was.
No, Joe Biden and his son actually wasn't at the White House when they found it.
They
They
found
had been
it
going.
in the Oval Office.
They found
Really?
Trump's stash.
Nah, it was Joe Biden's son. He had stashed it in the couch. He was like, let me put it in there real quick.
Fellas, it's called the White House, not the White House. But god dang, I can't believe this. John F. Kennedy didn't die for this bullshit.
No, he didn't.
Yo, when I read the news, I was like, nah, that's some bullshit. And then they're like, really like, no, they have taken this into research and they have gotten it tested.
See one guy
It's
say,
cocaine.
Oh, that's that shit, baby.
That's that.
"You're a Colombian bang bang."
That's that shit.
Man.
Where did he get that?
You know damn well somebody popped out with one of those knives that just
Like,
cut that shit open.
Goddamn, Simpson, I didn't know you had that. How'd you get that through clearance?
Bruh, I'm telling you, always.
That's that thing. You want to take a little bit with me? I was like, no, we can't be known as the nation where the motherfuckers is tooting in the Oval Office. You can't be that. I think we should re-sign the Declaration of Independence, put my name on it.
Yeah, I'm surprised they even like let that get out because
Yo,
usually like
that's a scandal.
somebody need to tighten up their lips or something like that. Like too many motherfuckers is talking.
Yeah, it's
Come on, man. There's probably so much more cocaine in that one.
Oh man, there's probably so much other shit.
Yeah, it's the mystery of the white
Around your lips,
white around your lips.
the white around your nose.
What? I still got some right there with me. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. It's funny,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
not funny.
You ever seen that fucking YouTube video where it's the dude? He was like, "Hey, you ever want to get a free day out of work?" And he's like, take one of them powdered donuts, put that shit around your nose, and say, "Hey, boss, how you doing?" Like that, call hype and shit like that. They send you to go get a drug test. He's like, it's a paid drug test. So you sitting there and get paid for the whole day.
See the air conditioner. Yeah, I see that shit.
That's fucked up.
It's kind of funny
That's
though.
what you gotta do, man. Boy, you showing up to a construction site, your shit's all white.
They think you want some coke.
Oh, what about that video of that dude on the construction site? He was like, yeah, we gotta let you go. You know, you're getting fired. He goes, I know the real reason why you're firing me. So I get lap dances by your daughter at Sue's down the street. He's like, what? Fuck you, man. And he started playing this shit.
This is where my paycheck's going. It's going to your daughter.
It's going to your daughter. He was like, fuck you, man. You're an asshole. But that shit's hilarious. Yo, did you guys hear about Britney Spears being allegedly backhanded by, what's his name again, cuz?
Victor Wembanyama, something like that.
Yeah, close enough. He's an NBA rookie from the San Antonio Spurs.
San Antonio?
What is it called? San Antonio Spurs. Thanks for the correction, asshole. But he was a big prospect. I think he's from France, right, guys?
Yeah, he's from France.
From France.
He's 7'4".
Yeah, he's a big prospect.
He's a physical freak. You can't even make this dude in 2K.
Yo, for real.
You can't make a 7'4" fast 3-point shooter who can attack the rim. I mean, he's not Giannis yet. Like, he's skinny as fuck.
But he's a freak of nature, though.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
just described me.
He's a freak. If he puts on muscle like Giannis, though, whew,
No, you're not a freak of nature, Jordan.
he might be unstoppable if he
You
can
just-
stay away from injuries.
You just a nasty motherfucker.
Touche.
But allegedly, I mean, the video is out if you haven't seen it yet. But you see Britney Spears approach him to tap him on his shoulder or his back. But no offense, his like Tony said, his motherfucker's 7'4", close enough.
7'4", yeah.
So this bitch is over here like kind of like smacking damn near his lower back type
She
shit,
was probably tapping his ass and
trying to get his attention. But his security guard kind of like seen the last minute and like went one of these. Now, from my opinion, I felt like he was just trying to like deflect her, and maybe it's just his momentum went through and hit her in the face. But you see her get, and she's like, oh shit, and everyone's like, yo, you just like Britney Spears, dude.
Yeah, I don't think he noticed it was Britney Spears either.
And he's so young, does he even know who Britney Spears is?
Nah, he probably just said, "Oops, I did it again."
So then he wouldn't know who Britney Spears is.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. He probably don't know her, but he probably knows of her.
I'm not sure if you guys been paying attention to social media for a while, but Britney Spears has been doing a lot of weird shit. She's been going through a lot of shit.
Yeah, she got a trap mixtape coming out too. Stay tuned.
Fucking idiot.
But it was crazy because I seen like there was like his first press conference of like his NBA career, and like one of the third or fourth questions was like, "So how was it feel to be slapping Britney Spears?" Like, no, dude, I just came here. I don't even know what you just said right now. You know what I mean? Like, relax.
She's not even popular in France anymore, guy. Like, how am I supposed to know who she is?
Maybe she's just a regular bitch now.
Yeah, but I think if you guys get a second to watch the video, you say the same, make the same opinion that I came up with.
No, I definitely bet it was a mistake. Like, you know what I mean? He was trying to, like, clear the air, like, the space.
Like, this chick just running apart of like, hey, how are ya?
He probably just seen a girl and was like, boom, you know what I mean? Back up.
Yeah, like, crazy.
And just, like, was, like you said, momentum, pow.
Yeah, wow, crazy bitch.
Some motherfuckers don't know how strong they are, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then you saying being that tall and
Well, he didn't do it.
No,
His
yeah,
bodyguard did it.
his
Security guard did it. He was just walking. He said, I felt someone like kind of like grab me and like smack me or some shit. And his security guy was like, "Shoo fly, don't bother us. You're late for a meeting." But it was funny to hear that Britney Spears excusing this young boy this shit. Well, not him, but the security guard.
Yeah.
But that shit was crazy.
But yeah, like I said, though, he looks nice, though. He's tall as fuck, so ain't even got to really jump to dunk.
He had 9 points, and I can't remember how many blocks he had, but he had like a decent amount of blocks too in his first game. He played very good in his first game.
Yeah, 7'4", how can you not block the ball? But
he said that he had,
and he got like a fucking like an 8-foot wingspan, so.
But he did say that he did feel lost a lot of times out on the court, and he has to kind of adjust to it.
Our game's a lot faster.
Yeah, he has to adjust.
But like those rookies, because it's summer league right now.
They all kind of get the
Some of them are looking pretty decent. Like Brandon Miller from the Hornets, he's looking pretty good. I mean, his first game was kind of shaky. He came in, he got I think it was 6 points, racked up 3-4 fouls, was out almost the rest of the game, and then came back in the third or fourth quarter, and then ended up scoring 20-something points or something like that. So, I mean, he can score.
Did the Celtics play yet?
I mean, they've been playing. I mean, no news out of them like that, though. They don't got no standouts or nothing like that. The kid they drafted looks like he's a decent defender, though.
Good.
I mean, but he's just a second round. He needs to develop his offense, that's for sure.
But speaking of basketball, so Ice Cube has been making his rounds around podcasts lately. I think he's already done 2 interviews so far. But he's going around and he's basically talking about gatekeepers and people of power positions that hold young businesses or people in general from succeeding. And he's saying that he's saying basically the NBA in general is trying to stop him and his league from growing by TV deals, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about that? You feel as though I honestly think it's 100% wrong if the NBA is doing that, because I feel the big three is actually keeping these retired former NBA players in shape. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because you got something, honey. and keeping these older dudes in shape, and you're giving them a chance to get their name back out there to make some money. I don't see what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel as though it's super whack, or?
I mean, if it's true, it's definitely fucked up because, like I had told you earlier, they don't have a problem in college basketball. They have their G League. They have fucking the AAU shits. Like, all those make money from advertisement and shit like that. So what's the problem with the big three?
Mm-hmm.
It's not technically anything like your league because it's only 3 players, half court. And they're taking players that are like retired from the NBA. Like, they're too old. Nobody really wants them on a roster like that anyways.
It'll just be some people just want to see them play one last time, or just
Or even it's not even like sometimes it's not even older players. It's players who didn't even make an NBA roster, and they like, I can do this shit. Like, fuck it.
He was in the European League.
No, I know, but I'm just saying
That too. European leagues. I mean, obviously they're in other countries, but like
they make money out there too off basketball.
They make money off of that. They make money with the NBA. So why can't the big three make money with the NBA?
Yeah,
I think the problem is the NBA wants a cut, and they're not willing to give it.
Yeah, but why would you need a cut? You know what I'm saying?
Because they feel like
we
they
said
own
before.
basketball.
Yeah, like we said, you don't
That's what
own
it
basketball.
And it's probably more because Ice Cube would have more of a revenue coming in. Maybe like I can see the NBA being mad about, like, with him knowing celebrities and being able to get some endorsements, or
If you endorse the big three enough, it still has that edge like the old basketball had, where it's still kind of physical. It's not all 3 points anymore. You know what I mean? It might actually catch on. I think that might be what the NBA might be a little scared of.
Well,
Like, it might take away some fans because it's like, all right, this is the kind of basketball we want to see, but we want to see it on the full scale, like the NBA. Like, what's going on?
and
Like,
also,
you don't want to see kids shooting from the. I mean, not kids because it's not college, but like the NBA, you see people shooting from the half court.
You never know. You might be
Unless
able
you're
to take
Steph, you're not making those all the time.
you know.
You never know. You might be able to take a injured player who's rehabbing, send them to the big three for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying, or a month, kind of like what they used to do for baseball players. You send them to the minors.
That's what they do with the G League, though.
But what you know what I'm saying. Do something like that, but like even if you don't want to do business with him, shouldn't be stopping Ice Cube and his league from trying to make money with other TV deals. That's like the WWE worrying about what AEW does.
I don't
You
get
know
why
what I'm
they go
saying?
at Ice Cube when they ain't trying to go at that. What is it? The Crew League.
Yeah, the Crew League.
Like, granted, it's rappers and shit like that.
That's
but
Diddy's money started that league.
But I'm
So
saying you gotta still like look at all that revenue coming.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like,
mean, they hated on the JBL when what's his face tried the LaMelo Ball tried to do, not LaMelo, the father LeVar Ball, when he tried to start that league. That league wasn't that bad, but they hated on that shit.
Big 3 League or something like that.
No, it's called the JBL,
JBL. Oh.
but either way,
but it was presented by Big Baller Brand.
I just think that sometimes the NBA being threatened, like they feel a little threatened. Like, granted, they're not gonna be able to steal their revenue type shit like that, but I feel like it's just more of a
Well, 'cause
like what Ice Cube.
they
would
might
probably
be
have
scared
more
that-
checks that go viral and shit like that, and be like, well,
yeah, like you said before, you think they probably want a big percent of what Ice Cube is making. And no offense, this is my league. Why I want to give you something?
I kind of think that they're scared about like the players can own these leagues because they make enough money now. They can own teams on these leagues, and then they can leave your league and go make that one more popular, and then leave y'all
it's still
behind.
make as much money as they're here or more.
Yeah, LeBron can start a team on the big three.
He can start it. LeBron got enough money where he can start his own league if he really wanted to.
Yeah,
And you get enough of those other NBA players, you can start your own league. You don't need the NBA. If you could be serious right now, there's enough players that made hundreds of $1,000,000. Like, look at all the hundreds of millions of dollars that just went out this year.
Yeah, there's crazy number deals.
Yeah, like fucking
300 something mil.
Sabonis got like 200 something million. Fucking shit, we just gave Porzingis like 30 million just
Then
to last another year. Like,
what is
Shit,
Jason
a lot.
Tatum supposed to get like three
he's
something?
supposed to get like a $300 million deal.
318 or some shit like that.
Fucking Jaylen Brown's supposed to get a $290 something million
another
deal.
thing too that you're not thinking about too is these these players now, instead of just chilling on the off season, these niggas are starting little podcasts and little shit like that. And then now they're
Making more revenue,
more money. They're making probably just as much money than some of their contracts, or even more than their contracts.
And it's kind of good with those players doing that, because now you get to, instead of us just getting like fucking, you would say like a Skip Bayless or Stephen A. Smith.
You get them talking about it.
You get them, and you get the inside, like, or behind the scenes type shit. Like, yo, nah, the reason that I didn't make this shot at this time was because this nigga was supposed to do this and didn't do that.
And
I like when they talk about moments from like actual games and shit like that, or
like Draymond Green's podcast, like how he does it with his podcast. That shit's
his isn't bad, or the playoff P. I mean, podcast P now, whatever it is.
Yeah, the pivot with fucking what's his name?
I know what you're talking about.
Fred Taylor, and then
It
fucking
used to be like the
I Am Athlete and shit.
crew.
What is it? Iman Shumpert or Eman Shumpert?
Iman Shumpert got a podcast too.
No, but he's been on a bunch of people's
Yeah,
podcasts.
him and Nick Young too.
He has a lot of stories about playing Kobe and shit like that.
Yeah, like Kobe taking dudes'
Bruh,
sneakers
like,
and not allowing them to wear his
crazy.
sneakers. That shit's crazy. But fucking like,
I want to hear that type of shit because you don't get that from the NBA.
yeah, like when Tom Brady was on LeBron's podcast and he was like saying how like the Raiders wanted him, and he like basically was saying about like Derek Carr, they wanted to take Derek Carr over him, and he was like,
he never confirmed what team that was for real. Let's be honest.
But either way, but when he said that, it was kind of like
in a way, a lot of people thought that was Miami too, because he was like, you guys are choosing him over me. Because remember, there was that conspiracy that he was trying to buy a part in Miami.
What I'm saying is that not either whether he was talking about the Raiders or Miami, it's whether or not he was saying he gave you something that you probably would have never heard on.
You never hear Tom Brady talk
ESPN.
like that.
He gave that to another athlete show, basically telling what the truth is. Like, you know what I'm saying? What shit you don't hear about, the shit that you probably wouldn't hear about.
Yeah, you don't hear Tom Brady on the press or in something talking about another person. Like, you don't talk shit about people like that unless it's on the field.
There was a basketball player. I wanted his name was his last name was Beasley. He's like he was on the Lakers. He has braids. I think his last name is Beasley or Beal, whatever. But he was on the Pivot podcast, and they were
Beasley. I know he was recently on the Lakers.
I can't remember. He's a light skinned dude. He has braids.
Malik Beasley ain't that light. He's darker than
But even though I can't remember his name, but he was on a podcast where they were asking him like basically like how is his mental health?
Michael Beasley.
Michael Beasley, yeah. And they were asking him, and he gave a fucking interview that he gave you what he thought, like true raw uncut. Yo, this is what it is.
He's been through some shit, so.
And he's letting you know, like, yo, like I need help. Like he was basically saying, I need help. I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have got that on a fucking First Take or fucking Undisputed. You got that on Pivot because those are a bunch of athletes and they kind of understand what that pressure is. Yeah, and they've been in that position before.
First Take or something like that would have just got you at your lowest, like how they did Delonte West. Like,
so they found the cocaine in your car. So who'd you get it off of? Chico or?
Yeah, like they get you at your lowest. Like Delonte West just chilling on the street with the sign, like, because he's homeless and shit like that. Mental issues and all that shit.
It's crazy because instead of, like, me and Jordan say this all the time, instead of motherfuckers running up with your phones and trying to get a video of him, why don't you go fucking help him? Like, even if he might not want the help, pulling him to the side or giving him some money or doing that is better than you just being like, yo, I just seen Delonte West behind this dumpster grabbing cheeseburgers. Like, what is that doing?
Well, shit, just show them you still a fan, too, because they like that shit. Especially when they're going through hard moments. Don't, like, bring up, like, damn, you fucked up that shit in the playoffs. But, like, you can be like, yo, you used to be nice. Like, you know what I mean? I remember when you crossed up this dude, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're obviously going through some shit. So anything to make their day brighter.
See that shit you said about LeBron's mama, nigga? Look at you now, nigga.
I mean, he did a lot more than say something to LeBron's mama.
It's allegedly, guy. We don't know that's true, guy.
Hey.
But, no, exactly. Like, instead of going up to him, you know what I'm saying, help the nigga.
Pipe down the wrong woman.
Right, I'm saying.
That's the problem with like, when I see fight videos and shit like that, it's like, what the fuck you filming this shit for? Like, one, you're snitching. You know, you're filming an assault, you know, going on between two people. But what if a nigga's getting his shit beat the fuck up and you just like, oh yeah, dude, this is a world star. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand that shit. But anyway, yo guys, I want to ask you guys a series of questions, kind of like some random shits. But I figured, you know what I'm saying, it's a vibe, so you guys answer it right. So, right, in the afterlife, if you was able to come back, what would you come back as?
Are we talking realistic or?
What you gonna say?
I want to come back as a dragon though.
You sound like Theo Von right there. I want to come back as a dragon.
But I don't know. I wouldn't really want to be an animal because half of them are endangered nowadays.
That's fucked up.
That's the truth though.
So you come back as a tree?
Nah.
Getting chopped down.
You be a big ass tree.
No.
That's a big ass tree. You ain't got nothing. Would you come back as? And it's crazy because you're smart as fuck, and I know you know mad shit about like animals and shit, and you can't think of an animal or something you come back as.
I come back as Ice Spice's sea cushion. No.
What? She only sits there one time?
I'm a fucking around. Nah. I mean, if anything. Let's be a bear. I'm gonna be a bear.
She's gonna be a big ass bear, big old country bear. What about you, Jordan?
Let's be a polar bear though, cause they're vicious as fuck.
Yeah. They say a black bear, you can get out of here, bear, get out. They'll run away. A brown bear,
Play
a
that.
polar bear, yeah, you forget about that.
You fuck.
There's not too many people that survive the polar bear attack. Let's just
So
say
that
that.
shit's fast and it's vicious.
I would say out of a gorilla or a gator.
One of them Florida gators and Louisiana gators.
Yo, a gorilla's cool, but ever since I found out the actual noise that their chest makes when they pound that shit, that's
It's
just
funny,
fucking
right?
weird. No, it sounds like coconuts and
Yeah,
shit like that.
yeah.
It's fucking weird.
That's how hard their chest is, though. They smell it. Sounds like that hollow sound.
Nah, but yo, gorillas are the strongest animal in the wilderness or whatever. I mean, in the jungle, and all they do is eat fucking leaves
They're
and plants.
vegetarians and shit, yeah.
Crazy.
But they'll fuck you up. Yeah, they had one video of a gorilla one time. They were like, just to show you how strong a gorilla is, they had a reporter just taking pictures, and they had like a family group just walking by, you know what I'm saying? And the silverback was the last motherfucker walking. He just grabbed this nigga by his leg and just dragged his ass. Like, come on, come with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga just, but you have to play like you ain't doing nothing, because if you react, you might get doof, doof, doof. You feel me?
Yo, cause you said silverback gorilla.
So you say, Clay.
There's somebody who does voiceovers, and it must have been like in the zoo or something like that. It's a silverback and then a chimp. The silverback's giving it to another gorilla, and the chimp's sitting there, and his name's Clifford. He has like 6 videos with this Clifford. He's commentating. He's like, yeah, you should pass that shit because you ain't hit that shit. Like, it's just fucking hilarious.
The animal voiceovers be hilarious.
Yo, they be too funny.
You guys ever see the animal videos where they put the mirror in front of them in the wilderness and the animal reacts to their reflection?
The
and shit?
bear, when he fucking ripped that shit off the
Yeah.
pole. He's
They had
like,
him-
hey, you ain't no bear. You a bear. Nah, it's me. Fuck.
There was one with the gorilla, he's spinning in front of this shit, like, yo, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? You ready the wrong clock over here. Shit, you know what's crazy? What I'd come back as? I come back as probably 2 things. Damn, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably just one thing. I'm probably gonna come back as an orangutan. The niggas are smart as a motherfucker. Yo, I seen a video of the orangutans. The niggas are starting to sharpen up wood and
Louis over
and
here.
I wanna be like you type ass thing.
No, they are smart.
Orangutans are smart and they're cool as fuck, but they'll fuck you up. I wanna be like that fat one from Planet of the Apes, you heard?
I thought you would have said like sea lion or some shit.
Man, fuck you. That ain't funny. You trying to bring up a childhood experience? That ain't funny. So I said that to say this. When we were skating one time in the ice rink, I fell stomach first and slid. And the lady goes, "Oh, look, he looks like a seal." And Jordan just said that shit. Like, yo, don't tell my brother. He's like, he does. Look at him. I'm just.
Nah,
But-
alright, I got a good one. You gotta be like a giant squid or something. Cause ain't nothing really fucking with you.
Yo, I would have been a giant squid and told them niggas on the Titanic submarine, don't keep going. Don't keep going. Don't do it.
Unless there's megalodons and then you gotta be one of those.
Oh, I was about to say, nigga, Shark Week's next week. How you niggas not say a shark?
Why don't you say Shark if you know about Shark Week next week?
I know about Shark Week. I'll be on it.
Tony gonna be on Shark Week. He's
That
whack.
station ain't changed.
Yo, I seen they recorded the largest shark coming out the water the other day, bro. Oh my god.
So it's a megalodon.
That's definitely a megalodon.
No, it's a great way.
So it's the largest great white ever recorded.
Alright, so it ain't a megalodon.
But Tony, that shit was big as fuck.
He just been eating everything.
That nigga is big as fuck.
His daddy was big and his mama was big. So he became big.
That or it could be a dude, global warming, the seas being warmer and he's able to hunt more and shit.
That's
That
possible
too.
too.
You know, when I seen that nigga come out, I was like, yo, this is why the ocean is undefeated, because they got niggas like that in the water, you heard? Come and snatch your ass up. There was a video the other day where a girl, she was showing how to defend yourself against a bull shark or a great white.
Tiger shark.
Yeah, tiger shark, you calm yourself down in the water and then you take your hand and you push down on their nose and shit. Fuck out of here. That shit ain't working. The niggas gonna woof, come back and get your ass.
Push down nice now.
See, that's what I said. The ocean is undefeated.
I'm gonna do the old country guy where he has a frying pan.
Yeah, in the water, that shit's gonna feel like slow motion to them.
I don't give a fuck.
Why is he? What is he doing?
He's trying to come up to me, so get out of here.
They say you just enough punch in the nose will make him go away, but I want to see that. I want to see a nigga do it first before I'm like, all right, I
Right.
believe it.
Did you guys realize in
They-
Deep Blue Sea,
Like punch him in the face first.
those
Let me
weren't even
see.
great white sharks?
What?
In Deep Blue Sea, like those weren't great whites.
Where were they?
Makos.
And what, they just made him look bigger?
Well, because of that shit that they were doing, like to their brains and shit, saying like they would make them smarter.
Yeah.
That's why they were worried about that shark, because they're the fastest shark. So if that motherfucker got out, he would have done some damage. But I never knew that until like one day, until I actually like sat down and like watched the movie. Like,
They realized what that shit was doing.
yo, the shark always looked big as hell to me. I always thought it was a great white or some shit like that, and then come to find out it's a Mako.
Wait a second. I heard that the great white would definitely fuck you up, but it's more the bull sharks and the tiger sharks you really gotta kind of worry about.
Like, if it says shark, big ups.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if it's the little tiny, like, what are they, lemon sharks or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
the
give a
sand
fuck.
sharks and shit.
I don't give a fuck if it's those. I had shark. I'm like, alright, I'm out of this water. Fuck
whale
that.
shark, nigga. There's a shark at the end.
Yeah, like, and is it a whale or is it more of a shark?
Well, it's a whale because of like what it does, but they say it's shark because it has the tail like a shark, where it's what vertical you would say.
I never
What are you
know.
talking about?
Is a whale
Whale
shark
shark?
considered a whale or is it considered a shark? Like, technically, you know how
He
lions.
eats like a whale, but then his tail, like his body structure.
Are you talking about orcas?
No, I'm talking about a whale shark.
a whale shark. Is it a whale or is it a shark?
It's a shark.
Isn't
Yo,
an
hey,
orca
look that
like
up.
a whale shark?
No, it's still like a whale.
Free Willy?
No, it's still like a whale because his tail's flat.
Isn't he like a whale shark though?
No, that's a killer whale. Free Will is a killer
He's an
whale.
orca.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Free Willy is. Not a
Isn't
whale.
that like a?
No, not a whale shark.
Alright then, I don't fucking know.
You know what a whale
They're
shark is?
sharks.
They're sharks? Oh shit. I thought they was.
I told you they're sharks because of how their back tail, their
Well,
dorsal fin is.
Orca's a vicious ass fucking whale.
Them niggas is badass.
Smart as fuck too, yeah.
Mhm.
You ever see them smack a fucking stingray out the water?
Yeah, them niggas is that. Them
They
niggas
do
is-
stingrays, they be doing the seals.
Yep.
You see how they be working together and making waves to push seals off of
Yep.
fucking icebergs and shit like
I
that.
seen one where the two, I wouldn't say babies, but they were like older. They seen two fishermen on a boat and they were kind of riding with them, but the fishermen felt like they was trying to tell them something. So the fishermen called the wildlife out there. The wildlife dudes came out there and they realized they were trying to tell them that their mom was caught in a fisher net back there and they need their help. So they led them to his mom, and sure enough, Shorty was caught up in a fishing net and it was like bound like around her tail. They had to cut it like 3 different sides just to free her, and then they fucking navigated them out of there safely and shit. Like the whales made sure they got away, like all nice and clean. Like I was like, wow.
Yo, you seen the video of a deer doing that shit?
Yeah.
A deer stood right in the middle of traffic until somebody stopped and helped her. And then, like, he said something, told him to just follow her or whatever. It took off running. And then he followed it. I guess its baby was caught in somebody's, like, soccer net or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seen that one.
And then the deer came back, and the baby deer like got on all fours and like thanked him.
Yeah, like, literally bowed to him, like, thanks. Like, it's crazy.
I heard on Joe.
They ain't as dumb as we think they are.
But I was about to say that on Joe Rogan's podcast, he made a point to say maybe because as humans we're so ignorant that we think we're the most dominant species, and like we see videos of cats doing smart shit, or it's like an animal doing smart ass shit. Like, oh, look at him, he's smart. Maybe we're just so dumb that we don't realize that they're just as smart as us. It's just we don't realize how
They
smart
probably
they are.
sit there and think we're dumbasses.
Like, no offense, a lot of these motherfucking animals have survived over thousands of years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they probably know more shit than we fucking do. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just don't know about it.
I mean, and if you think about it, most animals, like pets, they got the life anyways. What do? They chill at home, they get fed. They probably like, yeah, we're smart as fuck. We don't have to do nothing. We don't even got to fend for ourselves anymore. We got these motherfuckers giving us everything.
The motherfucking wildlife is outside the window.
You find you an old white lady, she takes care of you like crazy.
Cat be like, you better put some food in the motherfucking bowl.
The raccoons outside the window like, house slaves, bitch ass niggas. Come outside though.
Yeah.
Come outside though.
There be some raccoons that is pets too.
Yeah, I seen
Hold up.